ChatGPT, dude. ChatGPT? Yeah, dude. There's a bunch of apps and programs you can subscribe to that use OpenAI to do all your writing for you. People use them to write poems, write job applications.
In less than a year, we went from ChatGPT and letting artificial intelligence write essays for us, to celebrities singing any song that we want, sounding nearly identical to the celebrities that it imitates.
Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty, yes you do.
To say the least, it's scary and impressive how fast it's improving. And I'm sure we're just going through the honeymoon phase of AI, but what if it gets to the wrong hands? And before we continue any further, let's discuss how we got here in the first place.
It's a feature all about our voice. Because for decades, technologists have teased us with this dream that you're going to be able to talk to technology and it'll do things for us. Haven't we seen this before over and over? But it never comes true.
October 4, 2011, Siri is introduced to the world, slowly moving artificial intelligence into mainstream culture. It began as a piece of software with plenty of limitations, a personal assistant able to tell us basic necessities, like the weather and play a song for us. It's been a little over 10 years since its release, and we've come a long way. This is just one example of how artificial intelligence is slowly making our lives easier. It's one of our most recent inventions in our recent age that's improving at a very alarming rate. And this is just one example of the millions that are out there. Artificial intelligence is out there, and it is here to stay. Now let's talk Tesla. Tesla began from an idea that could only seem to be replicated in fiction. Just think about it for a second. A fully electric car that solely relies on electricity, cutting the cost of gasoline to about 50% off a year. And to top it all off, a self-driving feature that updates itself a couple times a year. A couple articles I found from Tesla states that their AI program was built from the bottom up. The company currently has an AI system that in real time gathers visual data from 8 cameras in the car and produces a 3D output that identifies the presence of obstacles, their motion, lanes, roads, and traffic lights, and models a task that helps cars make decisions. It just sounds like I'm speaking a bunch of nonsense, but let's talk about it more, and let's go more into depth about it. There's also countless of stories on Reddit involving Teslas predicting car crashes seconds before it even happened. Now how in the actual hell is that even possible? So with this all being said, I want to run a little experiment of my own with artificial intelligence. Over the past month, I've placed a couple of sports bets, all based on what artificial intelligence claims the winner to be. I also just want to mention a quick little disclaimer really quick, that I don't want to encourage this in any shape, way, or form. This is still gambling regardless at the end of the day, and I don't want to encourage anyone to do this. You could be losing hundreds of millions or whatever it might be, and always just put in whatever you're willing to risk, you know. But yeah, let's continue. So what I ended up doing, I placed the most basic bet you can think of, just a straight bet, whatever team it ends up choosing. And for some strange reason, it has not seemed to fail at all. I don't know what to think of it, really. There's a couple pictures I found in the sports betting community as well, and it's been able to predict things like spreads, the plus minus, etc., that kind of thing, and also sometimes even overtime games. So I don't even know which algorithm it uses in the first place, but it's been pretty much accurate every single time it hits. Now I'm not saying in any shape, way, or form that you can also make money from this, because it is gambling like I mentioned earlier, but it is kind of crazy to think about that it's pretty much making people money with I don't know which algorithm it uses. Now this all sounds like fun and games here, but there's also a really big threat that we need to worry about, and that's scams and deepfakes using the power of artificial intelligence. Earlier this year, a streamer was caught searching through a website containing a catalog of various streamers and celebrities deepfake. The website shortly got taken down, but the fact that something like this existed at one point caused a lot of fear in many. Deepfake images of nudes are the last thing that you want to hear about yourself, and the fact that you didn't even take them yourself is even worse. Spreading images using someone else's body not only creates fear, but insecurity for a person. isolating them and pushing people even further from the internet. AI has significantly improved our lives by a lot, but every little bit of fun that we have with it never lasts and is always used for the worst. And with AI, we've reached a point where we can use celebrity voices to sing covers of other artists, but it also wouldn't take long for the same feature to be used on everyday voices like you and I. Imitating the voice of a family member to use in a scam call wouldn't even be that hard. And the fact that they sound so nearly identical is the scary part, and it's only a matter of time before we get to this point in our AI era age. I'll finish this video off with a quick little recap. I firmly believe the introduction to Siri only influenced others to slowly implement AI into our lives. And with the rise of Tesla's popularity, it's no doubt that this is the case, and I'm beyond surprised with how quickly it's improving, and I'll be watching it improve as carefully as possible. I'd love to see where we reach by the end of this year. And like usual, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Any little like goes a long way. And yeah, I'm always willing to talk about any other discussions. It's been a little while since I've made, It's been a while since I made my recent video, and I definitely want to get back into it and definitely research some more topics. So if anyone has any suggestions, let me know, and I'd love to be able to talk about that even further. So thank you all, and I hope you all have a great one. Peace, and I'll catch you all in the next video.